No doubt it's been a challenging tenure for President Tinubu as ECOWAS Chairman, but let's get an assessment from a global affairs analyst, Fidel Amache Owusu. He joins from Accra, Ghana's capital. Thank you very much for your time. Now, Tinubu's tenure as Chairman of ECOWAS was characterized by key developments from the military takeovers in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger Republic to their exit from the regional bloc, as well as other major happenings. Now, how would you describe the Nigerian leader's performance during his two-term tenure?
Thank you for having me, madam. Firstly, I would like to say that it would be unfair to assess President Tinubu based on the current or recent regional happenings. The reason is that before he took over as president, there were already problems on the ground. Coups had started in the 2020s in Mali. In 2020, he was not president. And apart from the coups, we also had a lot of security issues in the region, like terrorism. Terrorism has been there long before he became president. So despite the fact that things escalated under his tenure, especially after the Niger coup, where ECOWAS had planned to use force to remove the Nigerian junta, in all, you would say that much of what happened was beyond his control. So currently, we have a region where it has an unprecedented schism, where three landlord countries with vast territories are leaving or have left. That is something that Mr. Tinubu will not be proud of. But then again, he had no control over. Apart from the security challenges and this political schism, we've also had some successes. He has encouraged the AFTA, African Continental Free Trade Agreement or area. He has also helped with to stop this arbitrary closing of borders between and among coastal West African countries. And again, even with the Sahel issue where the states are breaking away, he has encouraged negotiations. When the president of Senegal decided to lead negotiations between junta-led states and the rest of ECOWAS, he allowed it and gave his blessings. When President Mahama decided, or the current president of Ghana, decided to embark on shuttle diplomacy to engage with the military regimes, President Tinubu also supported the idea. Only that the military guys or the military government were not prepared to really hand over power. And currently, Mr. Madibio will take over. And that is what I will say about Mr. Tinubu's tenure as ECOWAS chairman.
Now, the new chairman, President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone, says his leadership would focus on restoring constitutional order and deepening democracy, revitalizing regional security cooperation, unlocking economic integration, and building institutional credibility. Now, is this a tall order?
Yeah, so I'll start with the last, economic integration. That was the raison d'etre of ECOWAS. When ECOWAS was established in 1975, the goal was to ensure economic integration, so that any chairman who is elected must ensure it, and you cannot. It's non-negotiable. That is the point of ECOWAS. Now, the other thing is with the other thing is with the security and negotiations. In fact, that is going to be a tall list because Sierra Leone itself has a lot of internal issues, political issues. It's one of the poorest countries in West Africa. And so he, as president, has a lot in his hands. And it's not going to be a walk in the park where he leads something and then it just works out. He has to do a lot, combine the domestic challenges in Sierra Leone with his new role as ECOWAS chairman. So I think that nothing is insurmountable. we can do a lot to even bring back the breakaway countries. But it is not going to be easy. And I feel that despite the fact that he's serving his second term and he has had the experience as president to know what is happening in the region, because when these things started, he was in power. And so I think that he has that kind of institutional memory or institutional knowledge to push this. But in terms of gravitas, as Sierra Leone as a country, Sierra Leone doesn't carry that much weight. If Mr. Tinubu is holding the chairmanship from Nigeria, that is okay. But Sierra Leone doesn't carry that much weight. Thank you.
All right, observation has definitely gone for Bio as he begins his tenure as chairman of ECOWAS. Fidel Amachi Owusu, thank you very much for speaking to us and sharing your thoughts.